Welcome, everybody, to the College Basketball Preview Show on the Grueling Truth Sports Network. I'm your host, Mike Goodpaster, and today we're looking at a game between the South Carolina Gamecocks as they'll travel to Kentucky, Rupp Arena to battle the Wildcats in an SEC matchup. The SEC is the best conference in basketball. South Carolina is the one team that we probably are not going to include in being a great team. They're probably the worst team right now. They're offensively challenged. Defensively, they're not that good. Not a lot of weapons, but they're going to go to a Kentucky team that has struggled, losing 4 of their last 5 games. We don't have a point spread yet, but I will give you a winner. I will give you by how many points I think that'll be, and you can go to BetMGM later on this today. When the point spread comes out, you can click on the link in the description down below if you're watching on YouTube. Now, the Gamecocks will head to Rupp Arena to battle the Wildcats on Saturday, and the Gamecocks are seeking their first SEC win of the season. They come in on a 9-game losing streak. The Wildcats dropped under 500 in the SEC for the first time following a tough road loss to Ole Miss on Tuesday night. Now, South Carolina's woes continued last Saturday in a 76-72 home loss to the visiting Texas A&M Aggies. The Gamecocks battled the 15th-ranked Aggies right up until the end, but ultimately lost their 9th straight game. Now, the Gamecocks fought gamely, play on words, on Saturday against the Aggies, but they came up short. Forward Colin Murray Boyles led the way with 22 points while going 11 for 16 from the floor. He also contributed 7 rebounds. I mean, he's a solid player. You got Jamari Thomas, who added 15 points, including 3 3-pointers. But this team is not very deep. They're disappointing. They're 0-9 in conference play. They have a week off to regroup and hope to come out strong against a Kentucky team that has to be strong for a win, or really hungry for a win as well. Now, when we look at this game, the Wildcats are going to be coming in hot. They're going to be pissed. You know, they're against the Gamecocks, who've lost 9 in a row, but they've lost 4 or 5 games. They did show some fight at the end of the Ole Miss loss, but Kentucky's biggest weakness this year has been man-to-man defense. They can't play it. But they shouldn't be challenged, or shouldn't have really any issues challenging South Carolina's offense, because South Carolina is offensively challenged. The Gamecocks are last in the SEC in scoring and just 15th in field goals. Kentucky's mediocre to atrocious defense, according to which day it is, won't be tested on Saturday against South Carolina. On the other hand, the Cats will dominate the Gamecocks with an offense that ranks second in the conference in scoring and first in three-point shooting. Expect the Wildcats to run early and often in this one and build up a big lead. Don't fear what the spread is here. We don't know what it is yet, but this spread is probably going to be 15 to 20 points. The Gamecocks are last in the SEC in scoring margin and are up against a Kentucky team that desperately needs to get back in the W column. Now, the point spread, we don't know yet, but I think this is a game Kentucky easily wins by double digits. If I'm betting this game, I will go up to Kentucky minus 15. I really think this line is going to come out probably at Kentucky minus 12 to 16 points. I will bet Kentucky up to 15 points. If it gets higher than that, I would stay off this game. But I think the Kentucky Wildcats win this game somewhere in the area of 82-64, 82-65. Let's face it, if South Carolina was at a mid-major conference, they'd be a good team. So they are dangerous. They showed that against Texas A&M. But I think Mark Pope will have the boys flying. I think they're going to be out to redeem themselves and get their season back on track. So take the Kentucky Wildcats in this game up to minus 15 points. All right, make sure you follow me on at Grueling Truth on X. Like, subscribe, hit the bell notification on YouTube. Check out thegruelingtruth.com. But for now, I'm Mike Goodpaster. You've been watching and listening to The Grueling Truth, where the legends speak.